Welcome to the Success Sensei podcast for anyone interested in success, happiness, and balance. We'll teach you how to be a black belt at life. And now, your host, former professional fighter, multiple world champion, entrepreneur, and investor, Robert Devane.
Bowing in. This is Robert Devane, the Success Sensei, helping you to win at life one kick and punch at a time. Episode 347. Fail properly.
It's the Success Sensei podcast main event.
Fail properly. What does that even mean? If you're going to fail, I want you to have a proper fail. I want you to have a good fail. I want you to fail properly. I don't want you to fail improperly. What do I mean by that? I see this in so many people repeated over and over again in so many different areas, in sports, in life, in business. I see people failing improperly. So there's two big lessons to this. And the two main points and the two main lessons are, number one, if you're going to do something, anything, you're going to take on a challenge or you're going to take on a task in any area, these two lessons are really, really important. Don't dismiss them, because you need to have a think about them, because we've all broken these two laws. Law number one, lesson number one, tip number one, believe in yourself. If you don't even believe in the possibility of you achieving the task, the goal, the outcome, if you don't even believe it's possible, how do you think that you're going to give yourself any kind of a chance to succeed? So believing in yourself, and it's easier said than done. Have you ever taken on a task and not believed that you could do it? I'm sure you have. You're a human being. We all have. And I guarantee you that some of your fails have come from you not believing in yourself, not even giving yourself the chance to succeed, not having that confidence. If you don't believe in yourself, and you don't believe in yourself in a specific task, should you even be trying that task? I reckon no, because you're setting yourself up for failure. I reckon you should wait until you do believe in yourself. I think that you should do the work that it requires to become confident in that task, for you then to give it your best shot when you're actually believing in yourself. Doing something and not believing yourself is, not only is it setting yourself up for failure, but depending on what that task is, it could be potentially dangerous on lots of different levels. If you try something that you don't believe in yourself and then, it doesn't work out for you, have you shaken your confidence even more? Have you shaken your spirit even more? Have you actually gone ahead and physically injured yourself because you didn't believe in yourself, right? The second important lesson, the second important law, if you're going to do something, if you're going to attempt something, give it your all. Do not half do it. Actually, legitimately try your best. Now, I'm not mad about the term try your best. If you've listened to episode 344, titled I'll Try My Best, you'll understand why I'm not mad about that, because I think there's inbuilt failure. But let's simply call it giving it your all. I think that's a stronger, more positive affirmation. Give it your all, as opposed to I'll try my best. Give it your all. Did you give it your all? If you're going to undertake a task, if you're going to attempt something, and you don't give it your all, what do you think your chances are going to be of succeeding? If you're going to attempt something and you're not prepared to give it your all, should you attempt it? I reckon no, you shouldn't, because again, you're setting yourself up for failure. Now that failure could mean a crushed spirit. It could mean mental damage, emotional damage, physical damage, depending on what it is. You can imagine trying something fairly hard, fairly difficult, fairly severe, and not believing yourself. I don't know, rock climbing, not believing, trying a sheer enough cliff face, and not believing in yourself and not giving it your all. Would you recommend that you should be attempting something like that without those two laws, believing in yourself and giving it your all? I think you're going to agree with me that you shouldn't even be trying to climb a sheer rock face. So why do you do it in other areas of your life that you think are, I don't know, are minor goals, or you think are less severe? If you don't believe in yourself and you don't 100% apply yourself, then you risk damaging yourself. Why do people do that? People do it all the time. A lot of it boils down to confidence. If you can fail at something and then you have the inbuilt excuse of, well, look, I didn't really try. I didn't really prepare. I didn't really believe in myself. I didn't really give it, my all. That can make that loss to yourself feel a hell of a lot easier, more palatable, or even explaining it to others. Maybe some people feel it's a less of a loss of face by saying, well, look, I was only chancing my arm. I didn't really give it my best shot. So failing without really giving it your best shot can feel to some people like not really failing. But that is absolutely an improper fail. That's not the way to fail. Fail by giving it your all and not succeeding. Fail by believing yourself, believing you're going to succeed, and then fail. Why? Why am I suggesting give it your all? Really believe in yourself. Really go at it like an animal. Go at it like a hungry animal and give it your all. And then take the fail. It's simple. Psychologically, you will ensure future victory or future success if that's the mindset you fail at. You have control if you are, fully willing to throw yourself into something, because what you're going to do psychologically is you're going to analyze what went wrong. If you believed in yourself and you gave it your all, so you didn't stand in your own way of your own victory, you got out of your own way, and you weren't the reason why it failed. That not believing in yourself wasn't the reason why you failed. That not giving it your all wasn't the reason why you failed. It was something else. It was a lack of experience. It was something else. You will absolutely analyze what went wrong, and then you've got two choices. You either give up, don't bother trying again, or you give it even more. You try even harder. You learn from your mistakes and you move on. So psychologically, if you've given it your best shot, you will do that. If you haven't given it your best shot, if you didn't believe in yourself, if you didn't give it your all, if you held back and facilitated that fail, it is highly likely that that is exactly the same result you're going to get if you attempt that task again. And not only that, it will start to permeate to other things that you try as well. You will identify as somebody who fails. You will identify as a failure. You will identify as someone who loses, a loser. Imagine having that reaffirmed in your mind. Well, I knew I wasn't going to win. I knew I wasn't going to succeed, and I didn't, so I proved myself correct. And that's the outcome that you will experience then going forward in the future. You have no control over your outcome. You will absolutely, again, you'll have the choice, give up or try harder. Now, what do you think? We're built to avoid pain as much as possible. So that's exactly what you're going to do. You're going to try to avoid as much pain as possible. If you're not giving it your best, then that is unnecessary pain. If you're not believing in yourself, if you're not giving it your all, That's unnecessary pain. You're not going to continue to put yourself through that. You're not going to give yourself the opportunity to try harder. Now, have a think. What are we talking about? We're talking about sports. We're talking about business. We're talking about life. We're talking about any type of small goal that you might set yourself. We all get in our own way sometimes. Get out of your own way. Do not break those cardinal rules. Let's go over them again. Number 1, believe in yourself. They're just words. They're just words. I want you to really connect with those words. When you undertake something, do you genuinely believe in yourself? Do you believe in yourself? Do you believe you're capable of doing what it is that you want to do? Really have a think about that. Don't just glance over. Don't just glaze over with your eyes and go, yeah, of course I believe in myself. Do you really believe in yourself? And number 2, do you really, generally, more often than not, actually give it your all? Every bit of you, whether it's the preparation, whether it's the actual event in and of itself, do you genuinely give it your all? Or do you complete something, I could have given that a bit more? So if you can answer those fairly positively, you are on the route to success. Your chances of succeeding are a hell of a lot higher. You have absolutely greatly increased your chances of success. If not now, then definitely in the future. So that should give you peace of mind. That should give you satisfaction that you're on the right route. Otherwise, what is the point of even bothering? As they say, go hard or go home. Give up or try even harder. Analyze the results and go again. You can do it. Believe in yourself. Do whatever work you have to do on yourself in order to believe in yourself. What could you do, by the way? Visualization. Surround yourself with positive people. Consume positive material. Don't allow yourself to beat yourself up in your mind. Don't allow your inner voice to criticize yourself. Answer it back. Don't let yourself away with that type of behavior, and give it your all. Experience and preparation. Hopefully that's given you a bit of motivation this week. Thank you for listening. I'm Robert Devane, the Success Sensei. Life is a fight you can enjoy and win. Bowing out.
This has been the Success Sensei, fighting the winning fight. So add us, subscribe, like, and comment. Keep those hands up and keep moving forward.